Today's video is going to be about the movie Dirty Dancing and some of the continuity errors that were included in the film. This movie starred Patrick Swayze as Johnny and Jennifer Grey as Baby. Baby's mother was played by Carol Bishop. She was initially cast in a much smaller role as Vivian Pressman, who was the highly sexed woman who comes on to Johnny. But she was switched to play Baby's mother after actress Lynn Lipton fell ill during the first week of the shooting. You can still see Lynn, however, and she appears in the car as a blonde when the car pulls up into the driveway to the Kellerman's resort. The rest of the movie is Carol, who was a redhead. One other difference in this opening scene is Lisa, who is Baby's sister. Pay attention to the ribbon in her hair. When she first gets out of the car, you can't see it at all. But then the hair is pulled back and tied with a white ribbon. Originally, when this was shot, the hair was worn more in a headband style, and this can be seen in the dance lessons that take place right after the arrival at the resort. In this next scene, Robbie makes a rude comment directed towards Baby. Johnny jumps over the rail and starts fighting. Initially, you'll notice that his belt is undone and dangling. The very next shot, it's completely buckled. Here we have Baby having a conversation with her father on the porch. I want you to pay close attention to the collar on her father. First it is down, and then you'll notice that it is up. It goes right back down, and finally it ends with it back up. This scene has several interesting things going on. First, it's pouring rain outside and the sun is shining, which I know this can happen. But as Johnny is at the car, it is pouring rain. And then he goes over to the pole to bust out the window, and it isn't raining at all. When he returns to the car, though, it's pouring rain once again. The ground appears to be dry around the pole. As Johnny walks around the car to the driver's side, pay close attention to his back. There's some kind of red light or laser light that is pointed at his back for some reason. Also, pay close attention to the size of the hole in the window. This switches sizes back and forth several times throughout the movie. In this scene, Neil Kellerman is trying to tell Johnny what to do in the show. If you look closely, you'll see Johnny put records up twice. Clearly, Neil is in two different positions when Johnny does it. Here we have Baby changing her clothes in the back seat of the car as Johnny is driving. To me, the shadows on the back side windows seem to be going in the wrong direction. But that's not the real error. Here, if you pay close attention to the shifter, it's all the way up in park. This next scene shows Lisa going to Robbie's cabin to surprise him. I want you to keep your eyes on the white towel which is on the doorknob. When she opens the door, she's shocked at what she finds and immediately closes the door. Now the towel is gone despite never letting go of the door. Keep your eye on Penny here. She plays the music by moving the record player arm on the record and then takes it immediately back off. In this scene, I want you to pay close attention to the sheet that Baby has. You'll notice that it is tucked underneath her arm, and despite her arm holding it and moving forward slightly, suddenly the sheet is down before she even moves her arm. This scene takes place around the time Penny is ill. If you pay close attention to Baby's hair before and after, you'll see it change several times. It goes from curly to wavy and then curly again. She wouldn't have had time to change it so many times under the circumstances that were happening at that time. Here we have Max and Tito standing right by the record player during the performance having a conversation. The wide shot then shows the record player, but neither are near it, and then both come walking past it from off the stage onto the stage. This scene shows Johnny on stage with Baby, and he is talking about her. He then proceeds off stage where the spotlight is on Baby. He removes his jacket twice. Is it just angles? I don't know. What do you think? Now this is the big moment of the whole movie. Johnny and Baby are dancing on the stage in front of the whole crowd, and more specifically, her parents. Now, her father didn't really want this to happen, but by the end of the dance, his mind has changed. I want you to pay attention to one thing though. Johnny is going to jump off of the stage here, and when he first appears, his hair is completely dry. The very next shot of Johnny is going to show his hair wet and matted to his forehead. Eventually, Johnny is going to dip down on his knees while he's dancing. When he lifts his knees, you're going to notice dust on his knees. The very next shot that shows Johnny dancing though, his pants are completely clean and there's no dust at all. There's one final small error that happens right here at the end of the dance. Whenever Johnny and Baby are dancing on the floor, if you look to the left, you'll see some couples coming on the stage. It immediately pans out to a wider shot and you'll see the same couples coming on the stage. But if you pay attention to the gap, you're going to notice that there is an actual difference and it's not just a different angle. Overall, this is a great movie though, and these errors do not take away from the movie whatsoever. They're just kind of fun things to find if you've seen the movie a whole bunch. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. If you enjoy these types of things, take a look at another movie that I've reviewed and found some of the filming errors.